Before we start, do me a quick favor and leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment. Now, let's get moving. What's up guys, Lego the Pencil here, and you know I like Jiren. A little bit. I glance at Jiren and I'm like, hey, that character had potential, and really good hype. Shame about his character though. So I've decided, I'm going to alter Jiren just a bit, and make the man caring. Strange change, I know, and honestly this will be a one-part what if, because not much changes, or does it? Regardless, let's hop right into it. So, the Universe 17 pulls up to the world of Void, and Goku spots Universe 11 and rushes over. He recognizes Toppo, who is still angry with him, but Goku is indifferent and asks which one of them is Jiren. As Toppo goes to yell at Goku, the strongest man walks right on up. He smiles a bit, and extends a hand to Goku. Jiren the Grey, you are? Goku grins and takes his hand. Hi, I'm Goku. So, you're the one that's stronger than Toppo? Jiren laughs and nods, patting Toppo on the back. He explains that while he trusts that Toppo will catch up to him and surpass him soon. The rest of Team Universe 11 is wary about Goku, as Toppo told them that Goku was the reason they were fighting for their survival in the first place, but Jiren is relaxed. He knows that they're running out of time, and he asks Goku a question. If he wins, what will he and his team members wish for? Goku goes quiet, not even having thought that far ahead. Then, Goku offers an idea. He's hoping that if he wins, and Zeno doesn't get too mad, he could wish back all the universes. Goku explains that he really wants to explore the multiverse for strong fighters, and it'd be horrible to let all that potential go to waste because of something he didn't even want in the first place. Toppo is shocked to hear that answer out of Goku, while Jiren on the other hand just grins and nods. He finds Goku respectable, and tells Goku to come and find him during the tournament if he wants a good fight. Goku thanks him, and asks what Jiren would wish for. Jiren chuckles and says it's a secret. Goku grins and nods, saying he won't get the chance, before leaving. Jiren waves him off, and he turns back to his team. Toppo questions how Jiren can be so kind and understanding to a chaotic entity like the Saiyan from Universe 7. Jiren says Toppo misunderstands Goku, and that if you look back into his past, both Toppo's and Jiren's, Toppo would see a bit of Goku in themselves. Then, the tournament begins. However, Jiren doesn't float around in meditation, he's active. However, he's not really eliminating anyone, mainly just watching over his fellow teammates, giving tips and saving them from any eliminations. He saves Venvon from getting eliminated and ends up stopping Berserk Care like in the original. Instead of just letting 5 Pride Troopers just go lose against Goku and friends, Jiren watches and tells them to take it seriously. This will be like a training session for them, and he will step in case things start to go bad. Toppo begs Jiren to conserve his stamina, but Jiren isn't really phased. So far, nothing has proven a threat to even a fraction of his power, and he's only viewing the tournament as a way to test the fortitude of his team and learn ways that he can train them to improve them and protect themselves, and their universe. He saves everyone whenever they are close to getting eliminated. When Dispo goes to fight Hit, Jiren steps in the moment he can tell Dispo is being outplayed. Hit, the deadly assassin of Universe 6, an honor to meet you, Jiren says, holding Hit as Dispo's breathing heavy behind him, battered. Goku is watching and wanted to intervene, but Jiren intervened too early. Jiren the Grey, I honestly did not want this encounter this soon, Hit says, and Jiren chuckles. I honestly agree. Shall we save this for later? Hit looks around, and then smiles at Jiren. Please, if you don't mind. Jiren let him go, and Hit actually retreated. He knew he couldn't fight Jiren right now. He needed more evolution if he even wanted to come close. However, he needed to eliminate Universe 11's members, somehow. That was the one team that had perfectly solid team composition. He went over to Gohan, and the warrior of Universe 7 flinched at the sight of the deadly assassin. Son Gohan, correct? A nod. I believe you are the team leader of Universe 7. I also believe we are in need of a truce and a union against Universe 11. Gohan is shocked, but understands Hit instantly. Universe 11 has not lost a single contender, while at this point the only other team with even close to this solid of composition is Universe 7, but at this point they've even lost Krillin. Gohan questions what guarantee he has that Hit won't betray them, and Hit shrugs. He tells Gohan that he doesn't have any guarantee, but he questions Gohan if that's worth the risk of Universe 11 getting a perfect victory because he's uncertain. Gohan reluctantly agrees and the two shake. Hit time skips himself and Gohan over to Goku, who is shocked to see the combo. He asks what's going on, and Gohan explains, and Goku grins. A fight with Jiren? Hit explains that they can do that, but not yet. He explains the entire plan, and he also explains that they need to pick off at least one of Universe 11's members. Goku remembers the basis of the tournament and nods, locking in. He offers a plan to Hit, and Gohan and Hit agree. Jiren was guarding Tupper when he sent something. He saw Venvon getting knocked towards the edge of the ring by Gohan, and he went to intervene when suddenly, time stopped. Jiren quickly powered up, breaking through time, only to be hard tackled by Goku and Blue, allowing Gohan to finish the job. Jiren throws Goku away, and the rest of Team Universe 11 looks at Jiren, who narrows his eyes. He scans the battlefield, finding Hit perched upon a rock, looking at him. I thought you didn't want this so early, Jiren said, stepping forward. Hit nodded, and vanished as fast as he could. Jiren sighed, and called an apology out to Venvon. Jiren then decides that it's time to get a little bit more serious, and he might as well deal with the person who tackled him. Goku gets up, reverting, glad he got Jiren's attention. The two fight, and much like the original, Jiren pushes Goku to use the Spirit Bomb. However, the alliance between Universe 7 and Universe 6 still stands, so Hit orders his teammates to also lend energy to Goku as he gives some himself. This makes the Spirit Bomb much more powerful than before, and Jiren is actually forced to use his hands instantly. However, all the crazy energy is harder for Goku to control, so he instantly has to push himself to Kaioken Blue. Everyone watches as Jiren forcefully overwhelms the Spirit Bomb, consuming Goku. Jiren grins and lets out a sigh of relief, and goes to challenge Hit when Ultra Instinct happens. However, unlike the canon narrative, due to all the extra energy from the Spirit Bomb, this Ultra Instinct is more akin to the one from the fight with Kefla, and Jiren is forced to try harder than the original narrative. However, everyone is wrapped up in the spectacle. Hit and Gohan go around, eliminating Universe 11 members with Android 17 with Zalnel and Purina, since Jiren is extremely distracted. However, the two men are met with a direct challenge in Toppo and Dispo. By the time Jiren finally finishes UI Omen Goku, he sees many more of his members knocked out. He gets furious and turns to Goku, who has just managed to teleport away. Vegeta instantly rushes Goku, asking what in the world was that, and Goku honestly has no idea. However, Hit shows up with Zalnel and Purina and asks Goku if he could do that again. Goku shrugs, unsure about whatever just happened. He's so tired right now. Hit asks if it's more likely that Goku could do it again if he was healed. Goku is confused but nods. He's extremely tired right now, and Jiren did manage to smack him up good. Zalnel walks over and fully heals Goku. Goku lets out a sigh of relief, but asks why Hit is going this far. And quick break in the narrative, the whole reason Zalnel and Purina know how to heal people is because they absorbed all the Namekians. I'm assuming at least 2 of them had the healing ability. But back to the narrative. Hit explains that he believes that there's no way he, or anyone in his team for that matter, can surpass Jiren in such a short amount of time. However, based on their many encounters, he's fine with putting his faith in Goku. However, he has a request for both Goku and Vegeta. Vegeta scowls but listens into what Hit has to say. Hit requests that Goku goes and gives lessons to the 3 Saiyans about their transformations while he tries to figure out what state he was in earlier, while Goku actually just lets Vegeta go and fight Jiren. Vegeta questions Hit's motives and Hit explains his theory. He notes that Goku got massively more powerful after being healed. He also remembers the same thing happened for Kaba in the Universe 6 tournament. He believes that the Saiyans get stronger through intense combat, and Vegeta is impressed. Hit paid enough attention to discover the Zenkai boost. Both Saiyans agree while Zalnel needs some rest after healing such a powerful warrior. Vegeta goes out and challenges Jiren while Hit conspires with Gohan once more to try and take out Dispo. Toppo notices and tries to step in, but he's blocked by both Frieza and 17, who understand the alliance now. Piccolo joins them for support while Purina backs up the Saiyan Hybrid and Assassin. While all of this is happening, Goku is currently schooling the Saiyans while trying to get back into that state of being. He manages to help both Caulifla and Kaba attain Super Saiyan 2, and upon Kale going berserk, Goku pushes her into her more restrained state, doing good for everyone present. They ask him about what he was doing earlier, and Goku admits that he barely understands it himself. Then he's forced to teleport over to Vegeta to prevent him from getting launched out of the ring. He asks Vegeta if he feels beat down enough yet, and Vegeta scoffs at him and lunges back into battle. Goku watches and sees Vegeta begin to dodge Jiren, and from where he stands, he begins to mimic the prince, and tries to copy his earlier state. Meanwhile, Dispo, without the support of Jiren, does get outplayed by Hit and Gohan, while Purina snagging the elimination with the final blast when Dispo loses his footing. Meanwhile, due to Frieza's antagonistic nature, Toppo abandons his morals and transforms into his God of Destruction mode to fight and support Jiren. Frieza and 17 are pushed back, but 17 has a plan to deal with the remaining fighters outside of Universe 6 and 7. He informs Frieza, and the two play an intense game of tag, leading Toppo about destroying warriors as they go. Jiren is just slapping up Vegeta, trying to knock him out of the ring, but every time he would come close, Goku or Hit would save him, one covering the other so Jiren could not get a double elimination. Vegeta is low on energy, and after one last pushback, he calls for Hit. Hit understands and freezes time, grabbing Vegeta as Goku powers up into Blue Kaioken for an instant to surpass time and hold Jiren off while Vegeta and Hit escape. Purina understands the situation instantly and heals Vegeta. Vegeta is back to full power, but now both Namekians are down and out of energy. However, when Hit tells them to go rest in the stands, they have a better idea and approach the other Namekian present. Vegeta sees 17 and Frieza struggling with Toppo and goes to fight him, while Hit goes to the Saiyans as Goku locks back into a fight with Jiren. Hit explains to them that the moment they see Toppo knocked out of the ring, that they are to use the items they were given and they shall begin their final push. Kale and Caulifla nod and Kaba grins. Zalnel and Purina go to Piccolo and ask to fuse with him so they can be a part of the final push against Jiren. Piccolo asks if they're sure, and they ask if Piccolo's sure he's ready to carry the weight of all of the Namekians of Universe 6. Piccolo nods solemnly, and Gohan watches as Piccolo fuses with the two Namekians. Toppo was fighting Vegeta, but something is off. Vegeta's movements are growing sharper, he's growing larger but not losing speed. The fight with Jiren awoke something within Vegeta, his own path in Super Saiyan Blue evolution. Due to his full heal, massive Zenkai, and the support of 17 and a reluctant Frieza, Toppo is defeated. Jiren sees this happen and then knocks back Goku, sighing. All the Pride Troopers apologize to him, but Jiren just smiles. Not a problem, I was just worried it would come down to this, but it's fine. I can handle this all myself. Jiren's power begins to swell and hits smirks. He calls for the final push of the twin universes, and everything and everyone converges. Kale and Caulifla fuse, forming Kefla, instantly powering up to her current maximum. Vegeta pushes to hit his limit, pushing his transformation to its peak. Frieza enters his golden state one last time as Gohan pushes himself and Ultimate as far as it can go. Cabba transforms into Super Saiyan 2 as 17 steals himself the best he can for the final battle. Hit grips his fists and gets ready for his final technique. Piccolo roars out in the power of a newly fused Namekian, the will of Namek coursing through his very veins. His power skyrockets higher than ever before. However, in the midst of it all stands Goku, who through the advent of the Spirit Bomb, both his fights with Jiren, and the observation of everyone fighting, along with in response to all the insane power that surpasses the Spirit Bomb flying around, Goku's mind shuts down, and his body begins to move on its own. Goku leads the charge against Jiren, who matches him with his full power. Think of this as the final trigger of Ultra Instinct Omen Goku, the most powerful with less refinement. However, the lack of refinement is made up for by the numbers backing Goku. Beams of energy are being launched around, but Goku easily dodges them all, leaving Jiren to take the brunt of the force. Vegeta comes in swinging, attacking in tandem with Goku, who doesn't really respond to anything outside of combat. Kefla runs up with her massive speed, joining her two superiors in an upright frontal attack. Jiren is struggling the most with Goku, who opens a pass for the others. A punch from Goku leads into a final flash from Vegeta, which leads into an ultra cannonball from Kefla, which leads into a light grenade from Piccolo. When Jiren would go to escape, 17 would trap him in a barrier, which would lead into death beams from Frieza and Masenko's from Gohan, along with Gallop guns from Cabba. The barrier would burst from an explosion of Jiren's power. Everyone would lunge back in, hit especially landing quick blows and getting out. All this combat, all this action is pushing Goku further. He stops just dodging consistently with the occasional strike, rather balancing with defense and offense. His hair shifts to a pure white, and every one of the gods rises as Goku roars out, completing his evolution. The ring is extremely ravaged, and their battle is coming to an end. Jiren was beginning to struggle. Not only did he have someone who surpassed him in Goku, but he also had people who approached his level of power like Kefla, Vegeta, and even this fused Piccolo. All this onslaught just wouldn't stop. Goku knocked Jiren down, and the warrior laid there in pain, but grinning. Goku, whose form is flickering, but foresees the end of the battle, has a question. Why alone? Jiren questions what he means. Why did you fight alone? You had some strong people on your team, so why did you fight alone? I'm the strongest. I have to protect the weak, Jiren responded, rising to one knee as everyone is breathing heavy. The weak can't do everything, I'll admit, but the strong can't do everything by themselves either. Jiren blinks and laughs out, rising. Alright, Son Goku, you win. Jiren raises his fist one last time, but you and your allies still have to defeat me. Goku smiles and raises his own fist, and the battle rushes to its conclusion. Everyone unloads their everything. Team Universe 11's cheers for Jiren brings out a final burst of energy from within him, while the dominant cries of the two universes call out to push the remaining warriors to finish the job. Hit finally activates the time cage, holding Jiren in place just long enough for everyone to unload everything onto him. And the last warrior of Universe 11 smiles as he falls back into the void. Everyone is relieved but is shocked when Goku suddenly spasms, falling to the ground. Whis notes that Ultra Instinct must have taken a hefty toll on his unprepared body, and despite everything and the stakes, Universe 6 and 7 nod at each other. When Piccolo goes in to heal Goku, the two universes go out and defeat the remaining stragglers. The two teams come together, and Hit and Gohan shake hands. An honor working with you, son Gohan. The honor's all mine, Gohan says, and Frieza scoffs at the sight. Thanks to you too, Frieza. You did a lot of good work. Frieza rolls his eyes, and Gohan looks back to Hit. So, who's winning? Hit considers, then sighs. You do. Hit walks right to the edge of the ring and hops off. Cabba hugs his master and follows his team leader. Kefla wants to fight it out with Goku now that he's healed up a bit, but she defuses from energy overuse and is called to walk off. Team Universe 7 remains, and they are declared the winner. Gohan is actually given the wish as the major coordinator and team leader. He wishes all the universes destroyed by Zeno to be restored, and that is the right answer. Everything ends as normal, Frieza gets revived, and everyone goes home. But something changes. When everyone returns home, someone comes to visit. Or, actually, two people. Jiren and Toppo walk out of the Interversal Cube, and Goku grins. Jiren hands Goku something, and Goku recognizes it as a phone. Toppo explains that it's a connector that they shall both share. If one ever needs the other, they can call. Goku thanks Jiren and Toppo for the great fights, and both agree to do it again someday. And that is the end. So, there's that. Jiren's more caring nature does not change his backstory or his view of being the strongest, but it does change how Jiren does things. It also leads to the twin universes working together. If I did not mention certain pivotal eliminations like Aniraza or Frost or any of the Universe 7 members, assume they got eliminated like normal. Aniraza and 18 are hard ones to explain, but let's say they got eliminated when Toppo was rampaging in his God of Destruction mode. And, of course, Piccolo gets defused later on at the end, and the two Namekians return to their Namek and defuse from everyone else. And that's all. I just wanted to have fun with this arc, and with Jiren. I like this version of his character a bit more because it feels more realistic, more present, and I feel like it's a better foil to Goku. The two strongest, just with different beliefs on what they should be doing with the weak. I feel like that's a lot more interesting than the Jiren we really got. If you guys ever want a second part dealing with the Universal Connector and the Moral arc, I'll happily provide. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is That Guy with the Pencil, writing off.